Today, let's talk about a phrase we hear all the time. Quality is everyone's responsibility. What does that really mean in the workplace?
That's a great topic. People often assume quality is just the job of the quality department, but in reality, it touches everyone, right from the front desk to the CEO.
Absolutely. I think sometimes people see quality as a set of rules or checklists, but it's really more about a mindset that everyone has to adopt.
Exactly. For example, if someone in shipping ignores damaged packaging, that's a quality issue. It doesn't matter that they're not labeled quality control.
That's a good point. It's kind of like in a restaurant. If the server sees something wrong with the dish but still serves it, the customer won't care whose job it was to check. The whole team's reputation is on the line.
Right. And that's why building a culture where everyone feels responsible is so important. Have you ever worked somewhere where quality was everyone's business?
I have, actually. At a tech company I worked for, even the software developers were encouraged to test their own code before sending it to QA. It made a huge difference in the final product.
That's great. But sometimes people push back, saying, "That's not my job." How do you think organizations can overcome that mindset?
I think leadership has a huge role. When managers walk the talk and make quality a shared goal, it sets the tone. Maybe some incentives help too, but it starts with clear communication.
Yeah. And it helps when people see the bigger picture. Like if you're in customer service and you cut corners, the impact goes straight to the customer experience.
Exactly. When people realize that their work impacts the end result, they're more likely to care. It's like a relay race. If one person drops the baton, the whole team loses.
I like that analogy. But let's be honest. Sometimes people just don't have the tools or training to take responsibility for quality. What can companies do about that?
Training is essential. You can't expect someone to spot a problem if they don't know what to look for. Regular workshops or even simple checklists can help.
And celebrating small wins helps too. If someone catches an issue before it reaches the customer, that should be recognized. It reinforces good habits.
Yeah, positive reinforcement goes a long way. Nobody wants to feel like the quality police are always looking over their shoulder.
True. On the flip side, what about when mistakes happen? How should organizations handle that?
I think mistakes should be seen as opportunities to learn, not reasons to blame. A no-blame culture encourages people to speak up when they see issues.
That's so important. If people are afraid of getting in trouble, they'll just hide mistakes, and quality suffers even more.
Exactly. It's better to find a problem early than to let it grow. Sometimes all it takes is a simple question. Hey, does this look right to you?
That open communication is vital. Even casual conversations can uncover issues before they get big.
And sometimes the best ideas for improvement come from people who aren't in the quality department at all.
For sure. They see things from a different perspective. Maybe a warehouse worker notices a recurring packaging issue that nobody else sees.
Right? And when their input is valued, they're more likely to keep their eyes open for future problems.
So how can leaders encourage everyone to take responsibility, aside from training?
Setting clear expectations helps. When everyone knows that quality is a shared value, not just a department, it becomes part of the culture.
And maybe sharing success stories, like how small improvements led to big results, can inspire others.
Definitely. People love hearing real-life examples. It makes the idea less abstract.
I also think it helps to break down silos between departments. If everyone works together, quality becomes a team sport.
That's a great way to put it. Sometimes just having a regular cross-team meeting can highlight issues nobody noticed before.
So would you say quality is more about attitude or process?
Honestly, it's both. You need the right processes, but without the right attitude, even the best system can fail.
Agreed. It reminds me of that old saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
That's spot on. And nobody wants to be the weak link, right?
Not if they can help it. But sometimes the pressure of deadlines makes people cut corners. How can organizations balance speed and quality?
That's the eternal struggle. Maybe by planning better and not overpromising, so teams have time to do things right.
Also, making it okay to flag issues, even if it slows things down a bit. In the end, fixing mistakes later always takes longer.
So true. It's like baking a cake. If you forget the sugar, no amount of frosting will fix it later.
Love that. And I think customers can always tell when quality isn't a priority.
Absolutely. Whether it's a product or a service, people notice the details.
And in today's world, one bad review can spread so fast online.
That's more motivation for everyone to care about quality, for sure.
So to wrap up, what's one thing you think every organization should do to make quality a shared responsibility?
I'd say make it part of everyday conversations. When people talk about quality openly, it becomes a habit.
I'd add that listening to everyone's input, no matter their role, makes a big difference.
Well said. Maybe that's the takeaway. Quality isn't a department, it's a habit everyone shares.
And maybe next time you see a problem, you'll remember, it's your responsibility too.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, quality starts with you.
See you next time.